Welcome to Garden Delights. I'm Susan Howington, Family Consumer Science Agent with the Henry County Cooperative Extension, partnership with the University of Georgia Cooperative Extension. Today we're going to talk about peaches. We're going to be making a peach parfait pie, and we'll also hear from Frank Hancock, our Agriculture and Natural Resource Agent, and he's going to tell you more about our farmers market. So we'll see you back in just a little bit on Garden Delights. Welcome back to Garden Delights. Today we're going to be talking about peaches, and we're going to be making a peach parfait pie. But let's talk about these little jewels here. This is one of my favorite fruits, especially when it's in season, and right now it's in season. And locally grown is even better, and I will have to put a plug in. These peaches came from Southern Belle Farm, where you can pick your own peaches. It's right around the corner from our work, and I love to go out there and pick whatever they have in season as far as a fruit, especially when it's in season. So let's talk about these beautiful peaches that they let me have just for the show. When you're looking for peaches, we're going to be looking for a lot of good things about them. First of all, we know nutrition is first, and we want to make sure that we are looking for how we're going to get all those nutrients out of that peach. And so peaches, this is about a medium-sized peach, and so a medium-sized peach is going to be about 60 calories. But from this peach, you're going to get low fat, cholesterol, sodium, fat-free. All those are going to be important to look for. And you're going to get wonderful fiber if you eat this peach with that skin on. So we definitely want to do that when you're just going to eat a peach. And it is going to be great iron and potassium for you. So those are just great nutrients about that one peach. When you're selecting those peaches, you want to select a peach that is firm when you touch. And if you're at the grocery store, definitely pick that peach up and just kind of feel of it. Peaches are going to have like a little fur on them, a little fuzzy part on them. So if you pick them up and you can push on them just a little bit and it's not very soft feeling, that's great. Because if they're very soft, that means that they're not going to hold up as good. So your selection part is going to be important. So you want something firm. And what I like to look for too, and I'm going to pick this one up, is you want a little bit of yellow look to them like this, because it does help that just a little bit of show about as far as the ripeness of that peach, so that's important. So that's what you want to look for in the selection. Now, as far as storage, these peaches can set out, even on a colander like this, on your countertop for about 1 to 2 days. But after that, you need to know what you're going to do with those peaches, whether you're going to make that peach parfait pie or you're going to put them in the refrigerator after 1 to 2 days, because that's going to keep them from going too ripe. And if you're going to make homemade ice cream, maybe you do want them a little bit riper, but put them in your refrigerator about 1 to 2 days after that. That's going to keep these and prolong these peaches so that you can decide what you want to do with them. Another good thing about peaches is they freeze very, very well. So if you want to eat a peach later on in the year, these freeze very well, so keep that in mind also. So we come back from Garden Delights. You're going to hear from Frank. He's talking about our farmers market. Come see us at the farmers market. We'll see you back in just a little bit on Garden Delights.
Okay. Today we're out here at the start of our farmers market. This farmers market is opening up here for its 10th year in operation, and we're just going to walk through here and let you see a little bit about what goes on at the farmers market. And we can start right over here. We'll take a look at Sully West's table right here, and that's okay.
Go ahead, grab that.
All right. We'll let him get through conducting his business here so we can interview him a little bit. And Sully is the son of Gary West, who is fishing this weekend. So Sully got the detail of coming to the farmer's market today.
That's correct.
And he's got some cabbage. All of our farmer's market is locally grown, so early in the season we don't have a whole lot of tomatoes and that sort of thing, although we got a few in the market today. So Sully's got some jellies. You want to tell us a little bit about what y'all do?
Sure. Well, we're just down the road here off Old Jackson. We grow on about an acre, just a little farm. We grow a whole kinds of heirloom tomatoes. We grow some green beans. We grow Romas and Blue Lakes. Today I got some cabbage here. Don't know if I'm going to have any more cabbage, so may have to get it while the getting's good. We grow squash. I'm out of squash today, but we got yellow squash and zucchinis. Down the line, we're hoping to have some cantaloupes and watermelons, weather permitting. We're going to have hot peppers, sweet peppers, bell peppers, you know, just a cornucopia.
And Sully and his dad have been coming to the market ever since we started. So why did you come to the farmer's market? You come all the time, don't you?
I do. I like the fruits and vegetables, and the vendors are just really helpful with information and everything, and can tell you all about it. So it's really good. I've enjoyed it.
Thank you. And we got Southern Bell Farm here today, and they've got blackberries that are coming in now, so they're picking their blackberries and bringing some of them to the farmer's market.
We do have. They're just coming in, and they're huge and they're sweet, and good for you too. So we've got some of our homemade strawberry ice cream.
Homemade strawberry ice cream. Excuse me, I'll take a break right here right quick.
It is so good for you.
I may not be able to finish this interview, but we're going to eat some strawberry ice cream. That's what I do for this show, you know, is I'm a professional taster, so I have to check this out. Right here we've got Bob's Chicken Ranch. Bob has been with us here for 2 or 3 years, and he sells eggs. He's got chickens and quail, so he sells quail eggs and chicken eggs, and they are healthy. He promotes his quail eggs as being healthy for you.
Pat Palmer, and I'm selling soap and baked goods, carrot cake, chocolate cake, banana nut bread, and white chocolate popcorn. And the soap is under my grandmother's name, which is Ava Lee.
Okay. All right. We're glad to have you here today.
Ooh, what do you have?
I'm eating ice cream from Southern Bell down there, so.
Really? I'm going to have to go get some.
Shiitake Village,
Shiitake.
our mushroom lady.
Yes, I sell shiitake. We grow them and sell them, so they're fresh and local.
And you know, she knows how to say it, I don't. So we're glad to have you here today.
Thank you.
And next we have one of our new vendors here. Tell us who you are and what you got to sell here.
Hi, I'm Selena with Industrial Bohemian. I sell a lot of vintage jewelry that's kind of mixed in with some new kind of types of jewelry, a lot of leather, semi-precious jewels, and other precious crystals, and then homemade stuff.
All right.
Soaps.
Well, we're glad to have you here today.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Tell us who you are and what you got to sell here today.
I'm Antoinette Houston of Antoinette's Originals. I have leather goods, jewelry, and I'm also a local author.
All right. We're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
This is Bamboo Cove Farm right here.
Hi.
Tell us who you are and what you got to sell here today.
I'm Carolyn Jones from Bamboo Cove Farm. We grow most of the stuff ourselves, and I've got peppers, hot sauce, pepper jellies, and live plants. We're a nursery, so we also sell plants.
All right, and I believe you had some tomatoes in here.
Last year,
Uh-huh,
we did heirloom tomatoes. Everything's all natural. We're certified naturally grown. And yeah, we had a beautiful crop, didn't we?
Yes, okay.
Thank you.
Tell us who you are and what you got to sell here today.
Lucy Harris, Beverly McDonough, and I have crocheted Africans, 3 different sizes.
All right, they're beautiful.
Thank you.
We appreciate y'all coming to the market today. Every once in a while, I have to stop and eat a little ice cream.
My name is Paula Brightson. I'm from Narrowway Farm. We have today herbs, cilantro, basil, oregano, chocolate mint, peppermint, sage, strawberries, strawberry jam, blueberry jam. We have kale, beet, lettuce, and what else do we have?
We
haven't got any carrots today, and we have Swiss chards as well.
Okay, all right. Well, we appreciate you being here today.
Thank you very much for having us.
We'll talk to you later.
You too.
How we doing, Frank?
Good. Here we got Bobby Hill. Come in and talk to us, Bobby, and tell us what you got to sell here today.
I got some watermelons from Cordell, Georgia.
Right.
Cordell is the watermelon capital of the world.
Okay.
We got these last week. They're freshly picked, and they're good watermelons.
All right.
Then I got woodcraft.
Okay.
So come on down and buy something.
All right. Yeah, Bobby's been here quite a few years, and he does some really neat woodcraft here.
Hi.
How y'all doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
All right. Tell us who you are and what you got to sell here today.
Well, we're K&K Creations, and we have a little bit of everything.
Okay.
We like to sew, so
All right.
most of it's handmade, but we have placemats for dogs and cats. We have journals. We have cup organizers, aprons, dog beds,
Okay.
banners, bowls, crossbody bags.
Anything that's being sewn, y'all
Yes.
can handle it.
Exactly. It's all
Okay.
handmade. Most of it's machine washable.
All right. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Frank.
How are you?
How we doing?
Good. Tell us who you are and what you're selling here today.
My name's Nathan Talon. I just sell a few woodcraft items ranging from $5 to $20, with the exception of the ink pens that are hand turned. And I hope to see you soon.
All right. Appreciate it.
You cut into the ice cream, I see.
I did. You know, I'm gonna have to shorten this interview so I can finish eating my
I'm
ice
Carolyn
cream.
Ryan, and I put yo-yos on things, handcrafted.
Okay. All right. Well, we
Little bit of
appreciate
everything.
you being here today.
I'm Jeff Burns, Burns Kitchen Creations, and my wife and I make jams, jellies, relishes, pickles, various other canned goods in our home kitchen. And we just like to experiment with different recipes and different combinations. We use local fruit and vegetables and farmers market products as much as we can. And occasionally we'll have some homemade breads and crackers and things to go with them.
All right. We appreciate y'all being here today.
Thank you.
Tell us who you are and what you got to sell here.
Hi there, I'm Bonnie Zappi, and I am BZ Pet Delights, and I've got homemade treats for dogs, cats, and horses, and lots of other accessories.
All right. We appreciate you being here
Thank you
today.
so much.
All
Good to
right.
be here.
And here we come into one of our vegetable producers here today. They also have some hoop houses, so they're able to get their tomatoes to us a little bit earlier than some of the others are. And so they stay pretty busy, especially this time of the year when nobody else has brought in tomatoes. So we're glad to have them at the market today. And Circle M Farm. Tell us about Circle M Farm.
We are located in Pike County. We have about 15 acres. We have about 50 hives of honeybees, and then all of the seasonal vegetables.
Okay, we appreciate y'all being here today. And then at our University of Georgia extension table, where we answer people's gardening questions and food preservation questions, and have literature out on the table for folks to take home with them if they're interested. Susan Howington over here talking to a lady right now. Susan is a family consumer science agent here, and then we've got several others scattered out throughout the market here that don't want us to put them on TV. But anyway, that's just a quick look at the farmers market today, and now I'm gonna finish eating my ice cream.
Welcome back to Garden Delights. Today we're talking about peaches, but now we're making a really, really, really tasty pie, and it is peach parfait pie. And you know, when you think of parfait, you think about in a cup usually, or a nice glass cup. And usually you see it layered with the different fruits and the different things as far as that. Well, I did a little twist on it. Instead of thinking about that, it's all going to go into a pie. And it's really, really tasty. This pie was, and my in-laws used to play cards, and a lady used to make this pie. It's very similar, and they loved it. And so I thought, well, peaches, this time of year, what a great opportunity to make this pie for you guys. So let me kind of tell you what I have, and then I'm going to cut this peach up. This recipe is going to make 2 pies. So I already have the graham cracker crust for this one, and I already have another one made up for Frank and I to taste later. So what we're going to do is I am going to cut this peach up, and it tells you you're going to be about 2 medium peaches, and so it really depends on your sizes as far as what you want to go with. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this up, but I will tell you, on anything that you eat, you have to wash it, and I have already washed this peach, so I just wanted you to know that. And to me, the recipe is even better if you can use a peach that is ripe. So you may need to set it out, you know, that 1 to 2 days during the week that you're going to make this pie. But it's so easy, and it's so refreshing and so tasty. So really, if you're really wanting some ice cream, this is about the best you can get as far as being something close to that. So just peel your peach, and you know, there's different varieties. So this one's probably not going to come off the seed as well as some, because you have some peaches out there that'll just call, I guess, freestone, and they'll come right off and you can see my hands are wet, so that's a good sign, because we do want a good ripe peach. And I'm just going to try to get it to where I can get some off of it, because it's going to stick to the seed. But if you can find some that come right off, that's even better. So what I'm going to do is just kind of slice around, and it smells so good. I just love the way peaches smell this time of year. So I'm pulling that off, and I can still see the seed, which is good because it's intact and it's holding it together. I'm going to just get one more piece right here. So what you want to do is you're going to take this, and it says slices on the recipe, and I'm just going to slice it. But I don't want real big slices on my pie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice it, and it's up to you as far as how you want to put it into your pie, as far as the bite size that everybody wants to bite as far as when they serve that pie to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut those slices that I just did maybe 3 times, just to get that, you know, to where they're a little bit smaller depending on the size of the peach, like I said. And so once I get that done, I'm going to have my peach ready to go. Now, it is very juicy, so that's a good sign, because that's really what I want. So for the recipe, it's going to tell you you're going to need about 11-ounce can of mandarin oranges, and this is half of those oranges because I've already made 1 pie. And then this is going to be about a 13-ounce of crushed pineapples. And for both of those, you want to drain them very well, because you don't want your pie real juicy. You want it firm, like you're almost eating that ice cream that I was talking about. So these peaches are sitting right here, and what I'm going to do is push them to the side, because I don't have a colander right here, but I'm just going to push a little bit just to get a little bit of that juice up, because I don't want it totally in the pie, but I do want it to flavor that pie with those peaches. So that's going to be what we're going to need for that part. So we're going to put the pie together. So easy, so tasty. So let's move forward to that. So you're going to need a about a 16 ounce of Cool Whip, and this is light Cool Whip. And so this is like 8 ounces right here, so you're gonna need about 16 ounces. And then you're gonna need a can of condensed milk, and you're gonna need a fourth of a cup of lemon juice, and that is already mixed into the condensed milk. So what we're gonna do is take the condensed milk. So our first thing we wanna do is mix this in with the Cool Whip. So I'm gonna do that first. And I want to really make sure I mix it in really good, because this too helps the pie stay kind of firm. So it gives it a really good taste, besides just eating straight Cool Whip. So we want to change it just a little bit. And you could try other things like cream cheese if you like that too, to firm it up, the part of the Cool Whip. But I do want to make sure I mix it up really, really good. And you can see as I mix it up, the Cool Whip is not as fluffy as it was just plain Cool Whip. And that's what I wanted. I wanted more of a condensed part of it. So we've got that done. So now I'm going to add the pineapple. These are crushed pineapples. See if I can stack this a little bit. And we're going to just kind of mix those in. And they're drained very well because I didn't want any of that juice in there. And these are going to be mandarin oranges. So what I don't want, and this is my preference now, so the mandarin oranges, when you get them, they're going to be whole. So what I'm going to do is just cut them in halves, because all I'm thinking about is, does a person want a whole mandarin orange when you cut that pie, or would you rather them have a half? So it's up to you and your preference. So I'm going to do all those up real quick, just put them in there. And I love mandarin oranges too. They do really well in pies, so we're going to keep working with this. And I almost have them doing. It doesn't take very long. And like I said, this is half that jar of mandarin oranges. So when you buy one, it's a lot of mandarin oranges in that one little can. So when you're getting ready to put it together, you won't believe how many is in that one little jar. So, and also this helps too by taking it out. And you know, any kind of orange has a lot of juice to it. So by taking them out of this container and doing this, I see just a little bit of juice even left in the container after I tried to drain them. And so I'm going to just kind of mix these in and just fold them in. And I don't want to crush my fruit too much, but I do want to mix it in really well. All right, so now I'm going to add my peach that I chopped up. Oh, and it smells so good. Peaches, when they're in season and when they're ripe, you just can't beat it. So we just about got all that. And now I'm going to wipe my hands and I'm going to incorporate the peaches in. I'm just going to kind of fold everything in. And it smells good. And it's really tasty, easy to make. What a great way to end your summer when you're hot, need something refreshing. This is a great way to refresh your day. And it's a great dessert to take anywhere, wherever you're going to take it also. So I'm going to move this just to the side so I can get closer to my pie shell. So this is 1 graham cracker. So all this is going to go into it. Now in the recipe, it's going to tell you, I mean, you can leave it just as it is, but I love to put something at the top of it. So, you know, even when you build a parfait, you usually have something at the top of that parfait. So what I chose to do is I toasted some almond slices, and I'm going to put them on top. But I want to make sure that I get every bit of this filling into that pie shell. All right, so we got it in there, and you think it's going to be plenty, because once you start pushing it out to each the sides of it, it just fills it up really nice. So I'm almost getting it there, and I want to make sure I push it out before I smooth it out a little bit more. And once you get it to this stage, you are almost there. All right, so I am going to see if I can scrape a little bit with my knife, because I want every bit of that in the pie. Okay, that's good. So then, and you can leave your pie just like this, but I am going to take some of these almonds and I'm going to sprinkle around the outer edge, try to get them all in there. But it just, to me, it just makes it look really nice. And then when you're eating your pie, you have just a little bit of crunch from that toasted almonds. And you know, nuts are also good for us, so just adds a little bit to that peach parfait pie. So, and this is not a whole lot. This is maybe 1/4 of a cup of toasted ones. And if you like more, you're welcome to put more. But I am going to use every bit of them. And so that pretty much makes that pie. So this is my peach parfait pie, and it's so easy. Now what you're going to do is put your dome back on it if you have one, or some way to keep it, you know, in your refrigerator. And you want to store it in your refrigerator for about 2 to 3 hours, because that's going to help it get firm, and then it'll be ready to eat. Frank will be joining us to taste this wonderful pie, so we'll see you back in just a little bit on Garden Delights. Welcome back to Garden Delights. Frank, we have a really good tasty pie.
What we're having?
We are having peach parfait pie.
Did I see you out picking peaches this morning?
I wasn't picking them, but I did get some from Southern Belle, and I was excited that I could get some
So
from
these
them.
are locally grown peaches.
You got that right. And it couldn't be any better if we could get them locally grown.
It looks good.
Yes. And I'm excited about trying it too. But I want to make sure I have this graham cracker crust really cut really good.
Yeah, I don't want
Give you a really good slice.
I want it all in one piece, so I don't want it to fall apart.
If it falls apart, then it's going to have to be mine, right?
If it falls apart,
Okay,
I'll eat it anyway.
You will? That's good. Because it could very well do that. All right, here we go. All right, that is yours.
All right. Without any further ado,
You're going to try to eat on it. It's good, isn't it?
it is good.
This is kind of an old recipe from my family, so thought I would try that, especially with peaches being in.
Mm-hmm. I recommend it.
That's really good. And that peach I just ate was really, really good. Well, it's the next best thing to ice cream that you were wanting.
It looks like we're having a pretty good peach crop this year.
I think we will. I think we will. I gotta take one more bite. Check out the website for the recipe. You're gonna love it. And Frank and I will next time see you on Garden Delights.
You know, this is so good it's left me peachless.